Hey, hello, and happy Friday. We made it. It is Friday, June 10th, and this is Beasties Boomers. I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Team Rise or Fall to talk about some MLB DFS. And today, we're going to dig into the projections over the Stacks tool and over the Study Hub, because I think the projections can tell us a pretty good story today, seeing how the main slate tonight is 15 flipping games, which locks at 7:05. Before I get into my favorite stack, just make sure you go to the website, Team Rise or Fall, join, hang, and do what you need to do. When you get there, use promo code Beastie. You're going to get $10 off your first month of premium services. And aside from baseball, we got an NBA Finals game today. NBA isn't my thing. If you're here, you want to talk baseball. So let's bring in the projections and let's dig in. Here we are at the home screen. There's a lot you can do from the home screen. As I said a couple days ago, now you're in the driver's seat. Everything you need here. I won't bore you with stuff, but let's get right in to the MLB projections. We go down to the tools. Here we go, projections, and we are off and running. As I said, tonight's slate is 15 total games, locks at 7:05. We have 30 total teams that are playing today, so the projections and the stats and the rankings and the Study Hub with Rise or Fall is going to be, it's going to be priceless today. Let's just call it what it is. And today, as we start to dig into some of this stuff, we have a full complement of games, which I've said a million times. And let's scroll down here. Don't want to give anything crazy away. We'll bounce back and forth between FanDuel and DraftKings. And you're like, Chris, we've been here 2 minutes. What team do you want to stack? I want to start with the Kansas City Royals hosting the Baltimore Orioles this evening, and I'm stacking the heck out of the Royals. And you might say, well, why would you care about the Kansas City Royals? We're going to bring up Witt right off the bat. Why would you talk about the Kansas City Royals hosting Baltimore? Over under is at about 9.5 runs. First pitch there is about 8:10 p.m. So why would I want to talk about the lowly Kansas City, who's 19-37 against Baltimore, who's 10 games behind 500 at 24-34, when you have the likes of the Dodgers playing, the Mets are playing, Boston, Atlanta, all these studly teams, and truth be told, to the Toronto Blue Jays have a plum matchup tonight here in Detroit against the Tigers. Well, sometimes we have to not throw a wrench in things, but sometimes let's be contrarian, or let's turn over every rock, every stone, and see what we get. Therefore, I love the Kansas City Chiefs, the Kansas City Royals tonight. When you look at Whit Merrifield, looks to be leading off, playing in right field, right-handed bat, 3-1 on FanDuel, as you can see here. His projection right now, and I've said this the last few days, you know what I mean? On all websites, specifically Team Rise or Fall, the projection, how often are they exactly alike? In most cases, hopefully I don't get raked over the coals for saying this here, but Whit Merrifield, 11.43 projected points here. If I'm not mistaken, Whit is averaging on FanDuel around 12.25 points on FanDuel, but we all know one bomb, one RBI, and that, clap my hands, and that projection, shoots through the roof here. But what I love about him and all Kansas City Royals tonight, look at this ownership percentage. It is so sweet at only 1.8%, and we're not going to find that kind of leverage. We're not going to find that kind of action with the Dodgers tonight, with St. Louis hosting Cincinnati. So that's why I wanted to sink my teeth into the Kansas City Royals tonight. In the 2 spot, let's bring up Andrew Benatendi. And you know what we're going to do? What I love, we can go back and forth, bounce back and forth. Let's look at Benatendi's profile or his projections on DraftKings, and we will move back and forth. And I love the idea that one day it's the hub, one day it's the stacks tool, one day it's the projections, keeping us on our toes. And I'm showing, many facets, many sides to the Study Hub and what we offer here. And again, not to be some snake oil salesman or a used car salesman, go to the website, use promo code Beastie, $10 off. You know the deal with talking Discord. But when we look at Andrew Benatendi here, left-handed bat, this kid was, has he been coming around? I mean, guy's been in the league, a long time now, but right now, guy's got a 312 average, slugging over 400, 22 bases on balls. Again, all you got to do is get on base in this league, and Benatendi is starting to do that because his on-base percentage is 378. And look at this, beautiful ownership percentage on DraftKings, only 1.4%, going against Bruce Zimmerman. I think Zimmerman just completely blows up. I would be shocked. And again, I don't have a crystal ball, only for hockey, but I would imagine I'm willing going to bet, actually, that the Kansas City Royals absolutely bomb Bruce Zimmerman and they chase him after 2, maybe 3 innings. May seem a little bit outlandish to say here, but at the end of the video, when I give you my final score and some betting trends, you'll understand why I did that. Let's go down to the 3 spot here, and we'll go back to FanDuel for that one, and that is blue chip, #1 overall MLB prospect, Bobby Witt, and this kid has been electric, right? He's had some ups and downs, but he's like 21 or something like that. You're going to have that when you're just starting off in the league, and right now, Bobby Witt, 30 runs scored, 29 RBI, 7 bombs, and what I love to see, 10 stolen bases so far. 10 stolen bases will play in any format you're using, DraftKings, Super Draft, seasonal formats, on Yahoo, whatever you're doing, those stolen bases will absolutely play. And when you look at Bobby Witt across the board, projection 11.64, you'll love to see that again, a stolen base and a double, and bam, you're already hit your projection here. And look at the ownership percentage. I'm always going to hammer that home here on this video. 1.5% ownership on FanDuel for Bobby Witt in the 3 spot against the left-handed pitcher like Bruce Zimmerman. Let's type in Bobby here on DraftKings really quick. We'll be here all day if we're going back and forth with the same players here. But when you look at Bobby Witt on DK, 1.8%. It's really, I don't want to say a slam dunk, but the Kansas City Royals are your stack if you want to get different in a multi-entry, massive GPP here. Let's go in the 4 spot in the cleanup batter, and that is Sally Perez. Let's type his name in, and we'll see what we get for Perez. There it is. Look at his ownership percentage. Not even 1%, and right now, Salvador Perez, 203 average, needs some work. It is what it is, but he's come around to score 19 times, 8 bombs, 25 RBI, and one thing I want to mention, and I know it's not a glowing review, I do this video to help you get boosted and get you pumped up to make some stacks here, but Salvador Perez has only walked 6 times. He's only taken 6 bases on balls in comparison to him striking out 54 total times this season. That's a massive red flag, but hey, that's been the season so far. I know that could tell a story where the guy just stands in there, swings, nothing good is happening, but at an ownership percentage under 1% in the 4 spot at home against the Baltimore Orioles and Bruce Zimmerman tonight, it's just too good to be true. And as I do, I'll give you a 5th player. We'll go back to DraftKings on this one. I'll give a 5th player just in case what if Salvador Perez is moved to DH and he jumps down in the order. Let's talk about MJ Melendez, and I have in my notes here, I wrote it in red. The Kansas City Royals, they're going to start 2 catchers tonight. That's a bold move, and it's even better in bold, and I love that in DFS formats. Who's to say, why can't we start 2 catchers? One in the catcher first base spot and one in the utility spot on FanDuel at least. And when you look at MJ Melendez, this kid's been all the rage in dynasty and seasonal format, waiver wire articles. But right now, MJ Melendez, 463 slugging, 339 on base. His average is coming up. Right now, it sits at 259 here. He's got 5 bombs, taken 13 walks here. And his ownership, can you believe that? MJ Melendez's ownership is higher than Witt and Benny and Bobby and even Salvador Perez. So to me, it's all about the Kansas City Royals tonight. Let's bring my face in. I got a few moves to make, a few betting trends, and we will get the heck out of here. Hey, and we're back. That's me. And there you are watching the video. Thanks for being here. I love doing these videos, and I love every day we go over something new. And just when you're like, well, you did the study hub and the stacks tool and the cores, but I want to do projections. I'll do anything that's asked of me for you to get out my DFS content so we can all prosper here. Before I split, make sure you go to the website, use promo code Beastie. From what I've heard, a large portion of folks are using that promo code. I can't thank you enough. It makes you feel proud. It's humbling, and it makes me feel proud that whatever I'm doing is working, or whatever I'm doing is resonating with all of you DFS fans. We're in this together here. Yes, I broadcast and write, but we're all cut from the same cloth. So make sure you stack up Kansas City tonight. I have the final score here, looking at my notes, around 8-3, 8-4 in favor of Kansas City. So the over 9.5 runs is an absolute smash, but little to no money to be made with that one, seeing the odds are like -1 110, and you could take the Kansas City money line if you so please. Little to no money to be made with that one with minus -0.8, but I am all in on the Kansas City Royals tonight from a DFS perspective, from a batting perspective, and I'll leave it up to you to dig into some parlays and or some run lines and things along those lines. So make sure you stack up Kansas City tonight. Make sure you pay attention, and make sure you tune in tomorrow for Beasties Boomers for Saturday, June 11th. Until I see you later, look for my top 4 favorite one-offs, or however you want to put it, later today. Until I see you again, bye-bye.